This is George Sawtooth. I'm at another cemetery. This is Berthoud Cemetery. The little town of Berthoud. In 2010, Berthoud had a population of 5,000. In 2020, Berthoud had a population of over 10,000. It doubled in just 10 years. So Colorado is growing like crazy. Way off in the distance, you see that round mountain? That is Sheep Mountain. And what's weird, there's a trail up to the top of that mountain, but the trail is actually called the Round Mountain Trail, but the mountain itself is Sheep Mountain. I never could understand that, why they did that. And right over here is a dairy, and I am getting a lot of funky smell from that dairy, but I love dairies. I grew up on a dairy farm, and it's good to see that there are still farms around, because everything is turning into subdivisions. Remember that Rush song, Subdivisions? So yeah, I'm in Berthoud. Berthoud, originally the town of Berthoud was called Little Thompson, after the river, the Little Thompson River. 1877 it was changed to Berthoud because of Edward Berthoud. He was chief engineer of Colorado Central Railroad, and he surveyed this area. Berthoud Pass is also named after him. He did some surveying up at Berthoud Pass as well in the 1860s. He was also a surveyor for the Panama Canal. He lived in Golden. He was a mayor of Golden in 1890 to 1891. He was only mayor for 1 year. I'm not sure why. Berthoud Hall is part of a hall at Colorado School of Mines named after him. When he surveyed Berthoud Pass, he was with Jim Bridger, and I talked about Jim Bridger in a previous video. There used to be a Berthoud ski area as well on Berthoud Pass. It closed down in 2003. It just couldn't compete with the other ski areas. But this is the Berthoud Cemetery. Just want to take a look at some of the... I was not expecting the cemetery to be like this. I was expecting it to be maybe a little bit more elaborate for a city like Berthoud, because it's kind of an upscale little community, Berthoud. First off, let's look at the Goldsberry. Caroline S. and William Bill, 1940 to 2019, May 1937 to November 2018. Here's Don C. Taylor, Massman, World War II, 1920 to 2014. Hannah, Daniel A. 1954 to 2009. Gail A. Well, she hasn't passed on yet. She was born in 1953, so she's still among the living. Here's another Hannah. William G. 1886 to 1945, and Anne, 1889 to 1981. I'm here in Berthoud, Colorado. Just checking out some graves here. I believe the cemetery started sometime around 1900. Berger, how would you like? That's a cool name, Berger. Let's go look at Mr. Berger here. Martin E. Arnold and Mary. Martin, 1946 to 1996. Arnold, 1911, 1986. Mary, 1914 to 2010. Berger, that's a cool name. Schleiger, Robert John, 1934. My mom was actually born in 1934. She passed away in just last year. 1934 to 2010, and Arlise Fallschlager. She is still alive. Married February 28, 1953. That part of the cemetery over there has flat memorials. Carey, here's a Carey. What, they're related to Jim Carrey? I doubt it. William H., 1891 to 1955. Abel, 1893 to 1973. And Anna, 1894 to 1963. Beautiful day. The clouds are so beautiful today. Here's a recent burial. Fairly recent, August 16, 2023. Marcia Ione. Huh, I wonder if she's related. There's a little town, old town called Ione. I used to call it Ione. Just north of just south of Platteville. I wonder if she's related to that person. And James Lee, 1944 to 2023, and she 1949 to 2020. Clouds are so beautiful today. The wind is pretty chilly though. Pride. I wonder if they're related to Charlie Pride. Roy H., 1889 to 1978. Marion N., 1897 to 1968. Beck. The famous guitarist Jeff Beck, huh? He died, what, last year? Just recently. Shirley M., 1935 to 2009. John is still alive. It says 1932. Yeah, I was expecting the cemetery to be a little bit more elaborate. But it's still a pretty cemetery. It has a lot of nice old trees. The town of Berthoud is just that way. They have a great pizza shop. Wood-fired pizza. Man, great pizza. Phillips. Mary D., 1926. Calvin, 1926 to 2018. Mary's still among the living as well. Let's go look here, some of these farther graves next to the road here. Cleto Olivas, 1910 to 1977. Oh, here's another Olivas, Joe Olivas, 1908 to 1975. Now there are no trees in this section. All the trees are over there. That's the main road that goes into Berthoud. Still pretty rural out here, which I like. Let's go look at these here. Schluger. Magaline Magdalene Schluger, 1859 to 1940. Nicholas Schluger, 1860 to 1944. Here's a Brim, George, 1871 to 1939. Emma, 1872 to 1946. Oh, here's a tree that they had to cut down. Must have died. Be kind of cool to count those rings, see how old it is. Oh, here's a baby Williams, October 16th, 1935. Buried right next to the tree. Let's look at this. Helen Stark. Oh, this is just a baby too. December 16th, 1941 to December 29th, 1941. It's always sad to see little babies. Another baby, July 7th, 1948. Baby Zimbelman, November 21st, 1947. And another baby Zimbelman, November 25th, 1948. Just like a year apart. Two babies died like a year apart. Those poor people. I bet you they were heartbroken. Mast, Lottie and John, 1872 to 1938, 1882 to 1936. Our baby, Fern Carroll, 1931 to 1936. To February 1st. Oh, only a couple. Oof. That baby didn't live there. How sad. Our baby boy Winston, June 16th, 1960. Yeah, this is just a short stroll through the Berthoud Cemetery. Kind of a chilly day, but a pretty day in terms of sunshine, clouds, and a blue sky. I actually have a brother and sister that live in Berthoud. They live in a pretty nice house. Margaret Giebelhaus, 1868 to 1933. John Giebelhaus, 1867 to 1949. Alright guys, I think I'm going to end this video soon. W.G. Brown, 1866 to 1910. This is an impressive tree right here, about a 3-foot diameter. Kind of looks like an ash tree. I'm always impressed with older trees. They've lived a long time, seen a lot of storms. Here's a pretty old one. Frank Edison, 1870 to 1890. This lady, she was only Mary, wife of William Greep, died November 2nd, 1901. She was only 35 years of age. Father, William Greep, 1859 to 1945. This is the Greep family plot because there's some more Greeps. Mary M. 1898 to 1991. She lived a long time. Raymond. 1888 to 1967. Wow, he died in 1967. She lived till 1991. She lived quite a bit longer. Some more Greeps. Edmund and Myrtle. 1892 to 1975. 1895 to 1991. She lived a long time too. Mirtha. 1925 to 2017. Victor. 1926 to 1978. And then Sarah, 1863 to 1953. She lived quite a long time too. This is a noisy highway here. Another beautiful tree. Looks to be like an ash tree again. A lot of ash trees. Very impressive trees. Around a 3-foot diameter. Alright, this is just George Sawtooth. Just another short stroll through another local cemetery. I'm gonna go to that wood-fired pizza place. get myself a pizza. Whenever I'm up in Berthoud, you have to do that. Alright, Stewart. Jimmy Stewart. Let's see who this guy is. Walter Garfield Stewart. Grace Kistler Stewart. 1880 to 1959. 1888 to 1956. Alright, take care, you guys. God bless. Enjoy your days while you're alive. Time goes quickly. Enjoy and live every day to the fullest. Take care.